Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel, Divine Healing with Leanna KL. I'll be doing your monthly tarot, full moon and new moon reading forecast for November 2020. That is specifically for those that will be needing the assistance. Okay. So, as a disclaimer, I am a psychic, I am a medium, I'm a Reiki master healer of the Usui Tibetan lineage and a Toltec shaman. So that makes me a channeler of the divine source or God source, however you may interpret it. That means that I can tap into the collective's energy, I can tap into your energy to let you know what you need to understand, what you need to learn for what is coming, but that's up to you for what information that you are interested in. Okay, so what you choose, that is what you will create for your karmic cycle for this month. You say whatever doesn't resonate, please just self-reference, take notes, just take what is meant for you. And if it may not be for you, that means that it's not meant for you, or you're just not quite listening to the messages presented. So that means that message will show in a different form for you of what is to come. Okay, so let's see. So the moon, for those of you that doesn't understand what the moon is very mystic. It's all about seeking unknown knowledge. The moon is also hides hidden knowledge. And being that it is the moon, it often triggers our feelings and emotions. The moon is also a feminine energy, a very mothering energy. So when the moon is around, either full moon or new moon, it is always best to nurture yourself, self-care, because the moon really shakes us up and encourages or illuminates what we are needing to heal. So when the sun, moon are aligned with the earth, there is an intense gravitational pull that affects our physical body. If you're having body pains or issues, meditate on that and ask your body, where in my body do I need to heal? Because physical ailments, as you can see that I am having like a groggy voice. So as a physical ailment, that is like energy stuck in my throat chakra that needs healing. So throat chakras are all about speaking your truth, knowing your truth, being in your truth. So like another physical ailment for throat chakra is like having cold sores, itchy throats, like strep. So having those types of physical ailments, ask your body, what is it that I need to learn within my throat chakra? What energies is presenting? So why are you not speaking your truth? Are you biting your tongue so that you don't say anything what needs to be said? Or maybe you're biting your tongue because you don't want to hold, you are biting your tongue because what I'm getting is, for some of you, you will say it not in a positive way. Even though you may be wanting to speak the truth, you're going to yell it out, which means your solar plexus is unbalanced. But when you have these physical ailments, that's when you know you need to heal. Okay. Other physical ailments could be like when you get the flu. That means you're not dealing with what is in front of you. So your vibration lowers and you're resisting to heal what needs to be healed. So your body is going into the flu mode, which is like you need to rest. You need to self-care. Your body is recalibrating into this flu mode because your body needs to shift into a higher vibration than that low energy. So like when I'm saying low energy or low frequency, it's being depressed, having anxiety, being in doubt, anger, hate, guilt, sorrow, feeling worried about finances. You know, you're thinking very negatively and you're asking yourself, why is this happening to me? You know, think of what am I needing to learn instead? You want to be at joy, happiness, passion, very high vibrational energy, frequencies, okay? So when your body is recalibrating, shifting with that flu, your body is needing to expand and shake up and disperse all those negative energies. So the new moon, it will help with removing those obstacles. Even the full moon, the full moon can help with removing, cleansing, clearing all those energies. And usually with the full moon and the new moon, you will be healing what is necessary for that month of what needs to be healed in your life. Okay? So the differences between full moon and new moons are all about beginnings, startings, planting your seed so that your ideas and your projects are able to start off. And usually when you start a new moon, it's a 6-month interval to where it is ready to fully harvest with the full moon. So if you're planting a seed in new moon in let's say Taurus, you have 6 months for that to fruition and to be harvested for the full moon in Taurus, okay? So the full moon is all about a completion of cycle. Energies are being released as well as new moons. You're releasing no matter what. And full moons are usually about suction. So it's when the sun, moon, and earth are aligned. Full moons are really great to, excuse me, are really great to suction very easily all those negative and unwanted energies. Suction all out those energies that do not serve you. And you're just gonna go, it's gonna whoop. So don't resist when the new moon or the full moon comes, okay? Just self-care. Rest when you need to. Don't overwork your body because you're fighting the energies that is opposing you. So don't stay in the stagnant energy, okay? Do stuff that make you happy and be at a higher vibrational energy, okay? So the full moon, again, is also about harvesting, reaping the benefits. It's all about maturity because it is a full moon, it is very abundant. So the energy of the full moon will be at its most mature energy. And when the full moon happens, you're able to reap the benefits 3 days before the full moon, on the full moon, and 3 days after the full moon. So when you are in the new moon phase or the full moon phases, learn to walk away that triggers you and surrender to the energies. So on November 2020, we will be having the new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be at 23 degrees. And Scorpio is a fixed water sign. Its ruling planet is Pluto and Mars. Was Mars correct? I'm going to hold off on that Mars. But Scorpio is, I think I did a typo, is Pluto. And the ruling house for Scorpio is the 8th house, which is all about deep intimacy and bonds. So for this new moon in Scorpio, the house that it will be in is which will determine all about death and rebirth. So there's going to be a lot of purging out the old energies and bringing in the new. So in this energy, you really want to self-care because you want to heal what is in that door so you can close and lock it and bring in that new energy for that new chapter. And Scorpio, being that it is all about deep intimacy, you will be bringing in new relationships for this new moon. So it could be new relationships in career, love, finances. And if you are in a relationship, you may be bringing in something new to your relationship to either spark up that love interest a little bit, like rekindling, or you guys are just going to be working on each other to change your habits of what you guys have been used to. So that would be for love. And then like for career or finances, you're going to be finding other inputs of what is able to help you and your partner, or if you're single, what is going to be better serving you. So there's going to be a lot of sharing and support with either your partner and yourself, or if you're single, you're just going to be, there's going to be people around you that are going to be helping you with sharing and supporting of finances and careers or love, depending on what you are interested in. Okay. So on November 30th, the full moon is going to be in Gemini, which is going to be at 8 degrees. And Gemini is an air sign that is mutable. Its ruling planet is Mercury, and Mercury just got out of Mercury retrograde, I think was on the November 2nd or the 3rd, I don't know. But just do know that there is always a shadow period of retrograde. So it may take like 3 to 5 days, maybe a week, depending on how affected you may be with Mercury. And Mercury is is in the 3rd house, which is all about communication and social ability. Sorry, I got a tongue twister. So it's learning how to communicate with people around you, with your family members, how you speak to your child, because what I'm getting for, so like those are the examples that I am seeing, and it's part of how the healing process is going to be. So like you may be speaking a little bit rough to your partner or your family members, and they're just reflecting the same energies that you are doing onto them. You may be speaking a little bit rough, and your child is reflecting exactly that energy, and you're asking, why are they acting like that? And they're trying to let you recognize that that is your energy, that is your cords, that you are connected to each and every one of those people that you are speaking to. Okay, so analyze what you're doing so that you are able to heal that karmic cycle within these full moon and new moons for November 2020. Now, the full moon is going to also be a lunar eclipse, so it is going to be very intense and very potent. So again, surrender, take some time to self-care relax. I'm seeing the Four of Swords, which don't overwork yourself and don't fight the process. Now, Geminis, they are really optimistic and very sociable. So, and like very full of energy, like enthusiastics. So with this Gemini, it's also about, I'm seeing, because Gemini is the Lover's card in Tarot. So it's all about kind of like self-reflecting, finding the love within yourself so that you're able to heal. Okay, so with this intense lunar eclipse full moon in Gemini, you are needing to integrate the emotional and mental body into your physical body. So you are gonna need to really align those bodies because of the intense energies. So you're gonna be self-reflecting about talking before, feeling, or overthinking. You're gonna have like these stirred minds. So really try to balance, because Gemini is usually a sign of like two people or the lovers. It's really needing for you to self-reflect, see the energies that are being presented to you. And I'm getting also like, how do you sorry, I just had like a blank. So whatever, I'll just leave that alone. So just really surrender to the energies in Gemini. All right. Now, so for your tarot reading, the theme is the Justice card, okay? And the Justice card for November 2020 is in the sign, the Justice card is in the zodiac sign Libra. And Libras are air signs, which air signs are all about like the mentality of thinking, observing, being all up in the mind. So Libras, they really like to be in harmony and balance. So having the Justice card is all about balancing the scales. So you can see in this picture, there is a sword and documents. And so the documents I'm getting could be like towards work, doing a lot of paperwork. Swords is all about thinking very mental in your mind. Your mental body might be a little bit getting overworked. But Libras are all about being liked. So what I'm seeing for your theme, you may be needing to balance the scales of what is triggering you for the new moons. And so before doing my readings for the cards, I usually pick cards that are flippers or ones that are jumpers. I don't physically pick cards because I don't want my energies tapping into that. So I just grab what flips or what jumps out, because those are the guides that are assisting for the reading. Okay. And then also I've asked questions. What do the collectives need to hear, see, feel for the full moon and new moon in Scorpio and in Gemini? And then I say, what does the collectives need to learn for the month of November 2020 for the new moon and full moon forecast? I also ask other questions, but I can't quite remember what they are. Oh, I do ask what, sorry. I ask for the cards to please calibrate for the November 2020 full moon and new moon so that the collectives know what they need to heal, or need to know what they need to heal. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm getting, because there's like there's like this barrel or this wave that is tumbling is what I'm seeing. So like you might be going into like some type of loop-de-loop possibly. That could be for some of you with relationships. You might be going through some type of love triangle. You need to understand what you need to learn from that situation so it doesn't repeat if you are going to be removing that cord and creating a new relationship. Okay. Again, Scorpio, it's all about death and rebirth. So remove what does not serve your highest purpose, what doesn't align for your life path, close that door and move forward to create something new so it does not interfere with that next relationship. That also, I'm not quite getting anything else for career or finances. For finances, actually, I'm getting, because of like this, that barrel or that emotional, you're going for a ride in your career and you're not happy or satisfied. So you keep doing the same routines. Being that there also is COVID, you're struggling to stay at work. You don't want to work at this place, and you possibly could be the only person with income in your family, so that is providing for your family. So you are just like going through the punches and those waves and barrels, but you too do need time for balance and alignment and harmony for yourself. Okay. And then let's see. So for this reading, this role, I would say this can be for like week 1 and week 2 for the new moon in Scorpio is what my guides told me to do. So we have the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So the first 2 weeks, I'm not saying that it is going to be the easiest or the greatest. It's going to be quite rough. So as you can see for the 5 of Cups, you see this mermaid. She is saying goodbye to her friend that was with her on land and with the people of the land. And she is considered a Silky, and she was tired and fed up of living on the land. So she wants to return home to the ocean. So this mermaid is saying goodbye once more. Okay, so the 5 of Cups is all about. So the 5 of Cups is, you can see that she is very sad. She's kind of grieving. So this card right here is about your pain being part of life. And the choices that you make have consequences. And once you learn what needs to be done for your karmic cycle for this week or 2, you will know when to say goodbye. Because for the Justice card being in Scorpio, I mean, that's in Libra, but sorry, the new moon in Scorpio, it's all about death and rebirth. So saying goodbye to things that no longer serve you. Because this Silky is returning home to her heart, where home is where the heart is. And she no longer wants to be with this mermaid, possibly because she is not happy. She is not in a place of comfort where she no longer can support or be in this type of low energy. So it's all about saying goodbye so that new things can await you in the next. And you have right next to the Five of Cups, the Three of Swords. And so that's all about grieving, sorrow, pain. You see this whale has been killed, and there are these three swords next to them. And this mermen, are basically grieving over this whale of what seems to be have gone. So you guys will be going through a process of grieving, basically. Okay. It could be a loved one. It could be grieving over a relationship by saying goodbye. It could be grieving or sorrowing over a career or finances. But just know that in the next door, there are better opportunities. And if it is a loved one that may have passed, you do need time to grieve. So be in the moment of sharing those good memories of that person so that you can go through the healing process. Don't, what I'm seeing, some of you may be going to work to not grieve, but we all do have different types of way of healing. So take the time to heal. And then next we have Five of Swords. We see that this child has the swords. They're playing with swords, basically. And you don't know if this child cut itself or was cut by another mermaid or merfolk. So what I'm getting for this one, for the Five of Swords, is that, so with dealing with the Five of Swords, I'm getting that being that you don't know if this child was done onto somebody else or done onto itself. It's basically everything has a price. Sometimes it could be pain. Sometimes it could be a good idea gone wrong. The trick is your response to the situation, basically. So is it worth the pain and bruises that you have gotten where you need to be? Is the question, because you're basically going through a very dense situation with having to leave something, and then you're leaving that situation, which is you're being in a stagnant situation where it needs to be healed. And then you come into the Five of Swords, where you are needing to, Five of Swords being that it is an air sign, you are very much in your mind. You're very emotional, and then these two cards, you're very in your mind right now. So you're overthinking things. You are being very very mind chattery. You need clarity. So you can call upon the northern winds to remove those stagnant energies within your mind, or ask your guides for assistance to give you better clarity. And you're going to need to physically ground your body. So again, for the new moon in Scorpio, again, as a reminder, you need to align your emotional body, your mental body, and your physical body to be at your heart base, to be aligned, to be grounded for whatever situation you may be dealing with, love, career, and finances. Now, with the Ace of Cups, it's all about abundance is being presented to you. You are coming up with ideas of which is giving you an emotional fulfillment. So with these three cards, you have dealt with all that pain and suffering, and you're entering a new phase of the Ace of Cups, which is you have planted seeds of ideas or new projects to come forth, to be for fruition. And being that this is a water signs are all about emotions. So you are having an emotional fulfillment for this. And you can see that there's a lot of fishes around. So fishes could be about family support. It could be friends that are helping you support your ideas. But I'm also getting, for some of you, if you have this great idea and you don't want it to you don't want to share it with somebody because they could taint your vision of ideas, then just keep it to yourself. And then here we have the Knights of Wands, and the Knights are all about responsibility, moving forward, and it is a very fiery sign, so it's all about passions. So with your ideas that are coming to fruition, you are pushing that forward to your passion, and you're looking in the direction of where or what path you want to go. And Knights are all about delivering messages. So you're finding the passions to where you need to go in order to manifest those new ideas. So with new moon in Scorpio, you have a 6-month process in order for it to fully fruition to the full moon in Scorpio. So do take notes of what you manifest for the new moon and watch it slowly unfold. And then the next new moon, for the next month of December, you'll have another new moon, and you'll have another full moon. So what you put for the new moon of December, you will have for that sign, and then it will be 6 months. So watch the patterns to see how you are manifesting, so that you know what you are going through for the 6-month intervals. Okay. So with the Knight of Swords for your new moon in Scorpio for your week 1 or week 2, just take things very careful. So you'll be going through some hardships in the beginning of the week or 2, and then it will slowly start to die off to where you are planting your seed, and then you're moving forward into the Knight of Wands. So with the Knight of Wands, it's all about your hard work and your training is coming ahead, or you're almost to that finish line, I guess you could say. You're at the start and you are kind of like in the middle, and you're moving forward. You keep on going, you're pushing forward no matter what. And you get to showcase all your skills that you have dedicated your time to. So identify the opportunities and remove the distractions within your past. Remove these 3 ones, because you don't want that to affect what your guides are putting in front of your path for you to keep on moving forward. So you may go through some obstacles, but keep shining your light, keep shining your passions that really make you be in the happy and joy type of energy. Now, so for the second, I guess you could say the third and the fourth week would be the bottom part for Gemini, is what I was getting. And we have the Judgment card, Five of Pentacles, the Star, Six of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so sorry, don't mind the background music of my children. I have to keep pausing every now and then so that they can be a little bit quiet. So for the Judgment card, you can see that this shaman merfolk is singing its sound frequency, or he's putting the music out into the ethers so that these people that are in their like cocoon of having guilt and sorrow, he is helping them to heal from, to forgive, learning how to forgive. And with this, the new moon, full moon in Gemini, you are going through a process of learning how to heal. So it's up to you of what you choose for the month. Maybe you could be still a little bit, I'm seeing those of you that are not quite moving forward in the new moon in Scorpio, I'm seeing some of your cards that are reversed. You're resisting and fighting the flow of energy. So you are going through a judgment stage of learning how to forgive and forget, but you guys are needing to embrace what is being told. So learning what needs to be healed, embracing those energies and letting it go, surrendering to what no longer serves you. So you as a person are a healer. You as a person learn how to heal yourselves, okay? So what I'm getting that with those of you that are moving forward, you are healing yourself. You're learning how to forgive yourselves and forgiving others so that you're able to move forward. Okay. I'm also seeing that there is Five of Cups here, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, water, air, and earth signs. I'm also seeing 555. So fives are all about positive changes. So in order for you to move forward, get out of that closed mindset, you are moving forward. You're awakening to the processes and behaviors that you're recognizing to move forward. Okay, so some of you that have this great idea and you're moving forward to what is pushing you into that leadership mode to go to your passions, I'm also seeing kind of like you have limited money, but and you seem to be struggling, but do understand and know that there are people around you, family, friends, that are there to support you financially, to assist you on that new seed of happiness. Okay. And then we have the Star, and the star sign is sign in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius are air signs, and they're all about self-confidence, identity, being leaders, my bad. So you are in this phase of kind of like wanting to be either for finances, career, your own entrepreneur. I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups, like if you want to become your own entrepreneur, you can stay in the job that you have that can kind of like support you. And then when you are fully supported with your entrepreneur, I'm seeing like either e-commerce or building a YouTube channel, or maybe building your own website. But what I'm seeing is you are doing the steps of what makes you happy, but with the job that you're in now, that is going to still support you. So don't don't drop that job yet until you are fully functional and operated for your new entrepreneur type of job. Okay. Because for when that happens, when you do have that type of job for you with your career, the Six of Wands is all about being very showy. You know, there are people talking about you, about how really great you are doing in your job. So you're showing off your charisma and your enthusiasm of what you got, what you're getting done. But do stay humble. Don't be so egotistical. Humble yourself down. Don't gloat is what I'm getting. Okay, so like even with the star, it's about making your wishes come true. So your manifestations are coming into reality, but it's not fully fruition until the it's fully full. So if you manifested what your desires were for the new moon in Gemini, whatever you created is being fully harvested for the new moon, for the full moon in Gemini. Sorry, I keep getting a lot of tongue twisters. I shouldn't be apologizing, actually. Okay. So like I'm also getting, because like from the top there, it also reflects the bottom. So with the Five of Cups of learning how to let go, you are needing to learn how to heal and forgive. And then with the Three of Swords of like having a loss, of having grieving or sorrowing, there may be some obstacles financially for you that you may be grieving over. I think I said that earlier. But do know that you are supported. You just need to learn how to open your mouth of asking for assistance. And then Five of Swords, just knowing what the outcome is, that is up to you for your choices that you have made of what could be affecting you, to be at this the star card of your manifestations. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So your idea that you created, it will come into fruition because you will be at a point of abundance. Six is all about nurturing, but it the Six card for tarot is kind of like a double abundance, I guess you could say, because Four is all about stability, security, being at a comfort zone and that comfort zone. And then Six is all about that double abundance of return. Okay. And then we have the Page of Cups. So we have this mer child that it has this cup, and he's learning how to scry with using his psychic abilities. And pages are all about the inner child work. So you could also be doing inner child healing for the things that you're going for the month of November. Some very deep healing. It could be inner child trauma. So learning your childhood patterns. So like what I'm getting for that, you maybe having some reoccurring memories that may be happening that may have affected you, and it really has some emotion to it. So you recognizing the emotion of that, if it's hate and anger or just not really great memories, find healing modalities to heal from that. If you are able to envision some type of work. For me, what I'm getting that I do sometimes, but not often, but if you don't know much healing modalities, you can use a white dove in a bird cage. And with that memory, you're going to be siphoning that out of your mind, and you're going to envision that those bad emotions and those memories going into that white dove, basically. So it's kind of bad that you're feeding that white dove those images, and that dove is going to turn kind of like black, kind of like into ashes. And doves are all about purity, being that it's white, balance, harmony. And with those stagnant energies, and when you're done with those, you can open that cage, because those memories you caged up within you. But being that the bird is able to fly, once that door is open and that bird is able to fly out, it's going to turn down into ashes, but its light frequency is going to go to God's source to be reincarnated, basically. And when you're done with that, sometimes you may have the image, but you may not have the energy or emotion attached to that. So that would mean that it is still stagnant energy around, where you need to continue that healing. And then if you were to, if you fully healed it, you notice that you may not even recognize the memory at all. Like you're trying to think about it and it doesn't come forward. That means the energy is neutral in your body. So with the Page of Cups, you could be doing child work, healing. I'm also getting that once you have gone through this heavy dense and energy, and you're manifesting all these new types of ideas to better yourself, I'm also seeing that you are kind of awakening into creating new psychic abilities for yourself. And being that this fish is jumping out of the cups, Page of Cups, it is creating like ripple effects for you. So it's meaning that you need to take time and patience. It's not going to be getting your abilities in one day. You need to recognize, you need to have patience in order to fully understand those abilities and to fully hone into how to embrace that better. Okay. So for your guys' full moon and new moon reading, this is what I have for you for the month of November 2020. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to see if you would like more videos like so. Thank you for coming. Bye.